In today's Shanka Samadhan episode, I have a question from student Somnadik Bera from West Bengal. And what he is writing is, when a car is braked, that means brakes are applied, its velocity decreases, meaning the acceleration also keeps decreasing. When the object finally comes to rest, both its velocity and acceleration become zero. So how can acceleration be in the direction opposite to the velocity? So that is the basic question, that if something is slowing down, then according to his idea, the velocity and acceleration both are decreasing, and when the body stops, then the acceleration becomes zero. But all the time, acceleration is in the same direction as the velocity. That is what he thinks. But of course, the books and everyone writes that if it is slowing, then the acceleration is in the negative direction. Okay. So, Somatik, there are several ways in which I can address this question. One is that if the car is slowing down or an object is slowing down, then there must be some force. Because if there is no force, velocity cannot change. Okay? And which direction the force will be to slow down the object? Suppose some object is moving in this direction, some velocity, and it has to slow down. So we have to apply some force. In which direction will you apply the force? In the forward direction or in the backward direction? Obviously, if you have to slow it down, the force will be in backward direction. Okay? And if force is backward direction, then the force is equal to mass times acceleration, and all the time the direction of acceleration is same as the direction of the resultant force. So if the force is in backward direction, then the acceleration is also in the backward direction. So although velocity is in forward direction, if it is slowing down, the acceleration is in backward direction. So that is one way. Another way also you can think that what is that acceleration? Acceleration is change in velocity in a small time dt. Acceleration we write as the rate of change of velocity. So if say at a certain instant t, at time t, the velocity is this big in the forward direction, and since it is slowing down, after some time the velocity has decreased and it has become this. This is your say v1, this is your v2. It is slowing down, velocity is decreasing. What is the change in velocity? Change in something is final minus initial. So the change in velocity dv, when you write, it will be, this is final, so it is, this is final, and minus this. Right? Now, they are in the same direction. This and this are same direction. Velocity is forward at time t, velocity is forward at time t plus dt, and therefore, and v1 is larger and v2 is smaller. So what you will get is a negative quantity. Right? So this will be, if I look at the magnitude, dv, which is v2 minus v1, there is no direction change. So this is negative. This is negative. So dv is negative. V is positive. Velocity is positive. Velocity is positive direction. Velocity is positive direction. But change in velocity is in negative direction. Change not negative direction is negative. Change in velocity is negative. I am taking everything in x-axis or in forward direction. So this is negative. So although speed is in forward direction, velocity is in forward direction, here also velocity is forward direction, the speed has decreased. But the acceleration, which is dv dt, acceleration which is dv dt, this dv dt is negative. velocity is positive, acceleration is negative. Whenever acceleration is in the direction of velocity, the velocity will increase. If you think that velocity has decreased, so acceleration has also decreased, but the direction has not changed. Whenever velocity and acceleration are in the same direction, the speed will increase. And whenever they are in opposite directions, velocity and acceleration, then the speed will decrease. So if the direction is not changing, then that speed gives you the velocity because it is in the same direction once for all. Okay, so decreasing velocity means acceleration is opposite to the velocity. So if the velocity is forward direction, then the force is in the backward direction. Then only the speed will decrease.